What if I told you there's a combat knife so feared, so notorious, that governments around the world tried to ban it multiple times? A blade engineered not just for survival, but designed for lethal efficiency in the heat of battle. A knife, so powerful that it sparked fierce legal battles, intense public debate, and a cult-like following. This is the story of the Gerber Mark II. Its brutal design has haunted both soldiers and law enforcement, while its past remains shrouded in secrecy and controversy. But despite attempts to wipe it off the shelves, this knife made a shocking comeback, returning to the hands of collectors, survivalists, and enthusiasts who respect its deadly legacy. Why was this knife deemed so dangerous? What was it about its design and use that terrified governments? And what exactly happened to bring it back from the brink of extinction? Stay with us, because this isn't just any knife. It's a story of power, survival, resilience, and legacy like no other. The Gerber Mark II was born in the 1960s, right amid the turbulent era of the Vietnam War, a time when American soldiers needed weapons that could perform under the most brutal and unforgiving conditions. Gerber designed the Mark II specifically for close quarters combat, a knife with a razor-sharp 6-inch double-edged blade capable of cutting through enemy defenses with deadly precision. Unlike typical survival knives, the Mark II's dual edges meant it could slash and stab effectively, doubling its lethality. Its handle was engineered for maximum grip, even when hands were sweaty, bloody, or wet from rain and jungle humidity. Made from high-carbon steel, the blade resisted chipping and held its edge longer than many contemporaries. Soldiers quickly learned to trust this knife, not just as a tool, but as a companion in life-or-death scenarios. The knife's design is unmistakable and purposeful. The symmetrical blade with its razor-sharp edges on both sides was crafted to pierce through the thickest materials, from heavy jungle gear to leather vests and even bone. The spear point tip was designed to penetrate deeply with minimal resistance. The balance of the knife ensured that the wielder could deliver swift, accurate strikes without tiring, while the textured handle prevented slips in the chaos of combat. This was a knife made for efficiency and survival. Every inch, every curve was built to help soldiers dominate in close combat, where hesitation could mean death. Many veterans and combat veterans have shared stories that show just how deadly and effective the Gerber Mark II was in real-life encounters. One Marine recalled a harrowing jungle firefight where his standard-issue rifle malfunctioned, and the Mark II became his last line of defense. In the close quarters of dense foliage, he was able to use the knife to fend off enemy soldiers, relying on its razor-sharp double edges to deliver quick, precise strikes. Another story comes from a Special Forces operator who described how the knife's balance and grip allowed him to move seamlessly between fighting and survival tasks, from opening ration packs to self-defense. These first-hand accounts reveal why the Mark II earned its fearsome reputation and respect on the battlefield. But it wasn't just the battlefield where the Gerber Mark II stirred controversy. Its double-edged blade design, considered purely offensive by many legal systems, led to widespread bans. Europe was quick to classify the knife as illegal in several countries. The UK and Germany, for example, prohibited its possession outright. In Canada, several provinces listed the Mark II as a restricted or prohibited weapon. The United States wasn't exempt either. California, New York, and other states enacted laws that limited or banned ownership of double-edged knives, making the Mark II illegal to carry or sell. These legal battles turned the knife from a trusted military tool into a symbol of controversy, sparking ongoing debates about knife laws, personal freedom, and public safety. This legal controversy raises deep questions. Should tools designed for combat be restricted or banned in civilian hands? To many survivalists, the Gerber Mark II represents readiness and responsibility, a tool for protection and survival not violence. Critics argue that its design encourages aggression and misuse. The knife sits at a crossroads of culture and law, with passionate voices on both sides. Some see it as a symbol of personal freedom and preparedness. Others view it as a dangerous weapon with no place outside the battlefield. This ongoing debate reflects larger conversations about rights, safety, and individual choice. Bloco 7. Comparix cum autris facus famosus. When we compare the Gerber Mark II with other iconic combat knives like the Ka-Bar and the Fairbairn-Sykes fighting knife, its uniqueness becomes clear. The Ka-Bar, famously issued to U.S. Marines during World War II, is known for its versatility and durability, serving both as a combat and survival tool. The Fairbairn-Sykes, used by British commandos, is sleek and designed for stealthy, quick strikes. The Gerber Mark II stands apart with its double-edged blade, a design choice that prioritizes lethal stabbing and slashing capability, making it exceptionally dangerous in close combat. Its balanced weight and ergonomic grip give it a different feel, blending aggressive design with practical combat efficiency. This knife isn't just a tool. It's a weapon crafted for one purpose: survival in the deadliest scenarios. Due to its controversial design, Gerber eventually released modern versions of the Mark II, with alterations to comply with changing laws. These newer models often feature single-edged blades or altered tips to avoid restrictions, but still retain the look and feel of the original. These adaptations opened up markets previously closed due to bans, allowing collectors and survival enthusiasts to legally own a piece. Of this legendary knife's legacy, the modern versions maintain the spirit of the original while respecting legal boundaries, proving that even iconic designs can evolve to fit new realities. Handling the Gerber Mark II properly is critical to making the most of its design. Its double edge demands respect and careful technique to avoid injury. In survival or combat situations, it excels in stabbing and slashing motions, but isn't ideal for heavy chopping tasks. Knowing how to hold, strike, and maneuver this knife can mean the difference between life and death. Its balanced weight allows quick, fluid movements, and its sharp blade cuts efficiently with minimal effort. Training with the Mark II sharpens reflexes and situational awareness, skills every survivalist needs. The Gerber Mark II's high-carbon steel blade requires regular maintenance. Unlike stainless steel, carbon steel is prone to rust if neglected. After use, the blade must be cleaned thoroughly, dried, and lightly oiled to prevent corrosion. Proper storage in a dry sheath also prolongs the knife's lifespan. Sharpening should be done carefully to maintain the double edge without damaging the blade's geometry. A well-maintained Mark II remains reliable and sharp for decades, ready to perform when it matters most. The Gerber Mark II's distinctive design and fearsome reputation have made it a favorite in popular culture. It's been featured in numerous movies, TV shows, and video games, often portrayed as the ultimate combat knife wielded by elite soldiers or covert operatives. Its sharp double-edged blade and sleek handle give it an intimidating silhouette, symbolizing toughness, precision, and survival instinct. Fans appreciate how the knife's on-screen presence mirrors its real-world legacy, a tool built for efficiency and lethality. These pop culture appearances only add to the mystique surrounding the Mark II, making it a sought-after item for collectors and enthusiasts alike. With the knife's popularity, many replicas and fakes have surfaced. Authentic Gerber Mark I's are marked with specific logos, serial numbers, and often feature a high-quality finish that distinguishes them from counterfeits. Original models were crafted with precise attention to detail, from the blade grind to the handle texture and sheath materials. Collectors should look for these characteristics and buy from reputable dealers to ensure authenticity. Forums. And collector communities are valuable resources for verifying the legitimacy of a Mark II, helping preserve the knife's historical and monetary value. Owning a Gerber Mark II isn't just about pride. It comes with legal responsibilities. Laws regarding double-edged knives vary widely between states and countries. In the U.S., some states prohibit carrying or even owning the Mark II, while others allow it with restrictions. Ignorance of these laws can lead to fines, confiscations, or worse. Prospective owners should research local regulations thoroughly and consider legal alternatives if necessary. Responsible ownership respects both the power of the knife and the law, ensuring you can enjoy the legacy without trouble. Beyond its steel and edge, the Gerber Mark II embodies a mindset, one of preparedness, resilience, and respect for the tools that keep us safe. It's more than a combat knife. It's a symbol of survival spirit and tactical excellence. For decades, it has represented the cutting edge of combat design, earning a place in history through its use in war zones and survival scenarios. Owning one means owning a piece of that history, a connection to those who carried it into battle and lived to tell the tale. If you're interested in owning a Gerber Mark II or its modern, legal variants, check the links in the description for trusted sellers and detailed buying guides. Remember, this knife isn't just steel and carbon. It's a legacy forged in conflict, controversy, and survival. Whether you're a collector, a survivalist, or simply curious, understanding its history helps you appreciate why it's the combat knife they tried to ban and why it's back stronger than ever. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into legendary survival gear. Stay prepared, stay sharp,